space. So, John, let us know, what did it feel like? What did you see and hear?
Unbelievable. I mean, that's really all you can say. As you know, we didn't feel the sound for probably, Hannah, 15 seconds, because it was quite a ways up, and we're like, where's the sound? Then it started rumbling. Here it comes. And the reaction, I want to bring in Peggy here. Peggy, come here for a second. I've got to know Peggy out here. She's in town from Georgia here.
Yeah.
All right, you were in my audio, I'm sure, talking about this rocket launch. You were saying what everybody else out here was thinking. What did you think about what happened?
That was awesome. I never seen nothing like that in my life, and didn't hear that noise. And then to see that thing way up there in the sky and the noise way back here is like, oh my God! The world is so exciting.
Your response was the best, though, because you were gasping. You said this is the first one you saw, right? And you were gasping.
Oh
Why did it seem so awesome to you?
Because I always saw it on television, and back in the 60s and 70s, you know, they said it wasn't real, and it's real. It is real, and I'm so excited about it. My son invited us to come. We was on vacation in Kissimmee, and he's like, you want to see a lifetime experience? And I was like, what is it? He's like, space. I was like, yes! I love it. That was awesome, and I'm 65, and I would have never thought that I would saw anything like this.
Well,
that
Peggy,
was awesome.
I'm glad you said your age. I wasn't going to bring it up, but we know the last time we went to the moon was 1972. So were you old enough to remember the last time we went up? Because I've been talking about the historical component of this all day. So how does this compare in your history?
Yes, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and moved to Georgia in '72. And so I grew up with the Queen Elizabeth boat, going to Disney World, learning to swim, and growing up with NASA, watching I Dream of Jeannie. And now to see that it's really real, you know, it's just awesome.
Well,
it's a thrill, you know, and everybody was so nice, everybody was so excited. This is something that once in a lifetime experience, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy right now. I got cold chills.
I'm glad we got to experience it with you, because she was having a blast. So when you hear the sound behind us in our audio, that was Peggy. Thank you so much for being with us today. Great to meet you. Hey, thank you so much. So again, it's Hannah. Come over here real quick while we're talking about it. So Hannah and I were sitting together. What were your thoughts about what happened?
I'm still shaking. Honestly, we are out here as spectators. We're obviously doing our jobs too, but you and I sat on the rocks out here watching the whole thing, the sights, the sounds, hearing people gasping. Yeah. And then it's magnificent. It's a sight. And I will say, there seemed to be a little bit of a roar here when the boosters separated. Yeah. That is always a sight that you know, like, it's successful, it's a great launch. Oh, I got a little bee friend. What do you think, John?
Well, you know what was cool to me is we heard Captain Winston just before the launch. I had said, as an American, it makes me proud. Yes. Because of nobody else is doing what we're doing right now. We're so far ahead of anybody else, and you see a moment like this, and it's just captivating. And when everybody cheered together, I mean, you heard Peggy over here, she's cheering, and there was an Asian family right here, they were cheering. That to me heartened me, because it shows we can all appreciate something so special.
I feel like I have a little bit of a different perspective from you. I'm not American. Wasn't born in this country. The UK is not part of the space race like the US is. Obviously, I'm a citizen now. But to see this is the American dream realized. It's just unbelievable.
Yep. All right, we're going to get over to Esther, because she was even closer than us. So I'm sure it shook her. We felt the rumble over here for a long time. So Esther, give us the perspective from where you are.
The countdown at